Amad Diallo has taken some shots directly at Gabriel and Arsenal following the 1-1 draw. If you are new here, please subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated, like as well. But yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. Not the best result for us, but yeah, let us get on to that Amad Diallo stuff. So before the game, obviously you do your interview stuff, and Gabriel was asked, are you particularly scared of United attackers you might face on Sunday? Gabriel says, I'm pretty sure I've scored more than all of them, which is pretty factual, to be honest. A nice cheeky little joke. And, you'd expect a team to maybe hit back at this if they win the game. But Amad Diallo didn't win the game, and he thought it was necessary to put a little bit of a snipe back at Gabriel with the Xerxes celebration where he was waving goodbye. I mean, really, it just shows how far United have fallen. But also, it just disappoints me that we've allowed this poor club the opportunity to even banter us. It really does. Because in what world would you, as a Manchester United fan, be delighted? And there were many of them delighted with Amad Diallo reacting in this way. It just shows where the club is. You're celebrating a draw against Arsenal at home, who have no fit centre forwards. It just shows how massive a club we are. We're in the heads of these players. And yes, we may not be firing on all cylinders due to injuries, due to PGMOL, due to whatever you want to look at it. Whether you're blaming an Arteta or you're not blaming Arteta, I think every Arsenal fan watching this video can agree that Manchester United have fallen from the top. To be celebrating, laughing at us, and taking the mick out of Gabriel, who's done more than Amad Diallo will ever, which not more than what he would ever do, but because I'm actually a big fan of Amad, so it disappoints me more. But he's done more so far in his career than Amad has ever done. And you just allowing these players to sort of banter you from 14th in the table, which is just very, very, very disappointing. But anyway, let's get on to the next segment of this. Mikel Arteta, we saw an emotional side to him after the game. I'll show you the clips. He was asked by a reporter, title race, striker issues, and let's just look at how he responded.
Not signing a striker in January, perhaps that extra player? No, it's not about that?
No, it's not about that.
Okay, Mikel, one more. I have to ask you about the title race, because it's 15 points now. Is it too much? Right.
I'm not going to lie, that reporter took the absolute mick out of Mikel Arteta there, quite literally. Mikel, one more. The way he called Mikel back, he knew Mikel was steaming hot and disappointed and angry. And the way the tone he called him back, I mean, my word. And he got a justified answer, to be honest. We are quite far behind in this title race, if you can even call it a title race at the minute, which is quite disappointing. But until it's mathematically over, it's not over. And I'm sure Mikel Arteta will continue to say that. But I just think for us, on a personal note, 3 games ago, West Ham, we could have closed the gap to 5 points. Now we're looking at a 13-point gap, 12-point gap at best now. That just shows the situation we're in. And who else but to blame the owners? Unfortunately, we didn't put the money on the table, and we're ultimately sort of struggling now. But if you didn't know, a bit of positive news, to be honest. Andrea Berta, confirmed by David Ornstein as well, is set to become Arsenal's new sporting director. He's going to start this month. Hopefully, you can get those big deals over the line. I'm not talking Mickey Mouse signings now. I think we're done with floor raisers. We need ceiling raisers. I'm looking at Alexander Isak. I'm looking at big players to come into the team and impact us straight away. I want winners. I want big deals done. I want guaranteed successes now, I think. We've got enough projects and sort of floor-raising players. Let's go to the next level and get ceiling-raising players. And Isak is one of them. And you're just going to get a steaming hot Arteta every week from now until the end of his Arsenal career if these issues aren't addressed. Because even after the game, he was saying the winning factor has to come from the ownership. And although he did say the ownership are hungry to win, that January window doesn't suggest it is the case, unfortunately. But anyway, another thing which was going and doing the rounds after the game is Declan Rice, and he was sort of attacked by rival fans, by our own fans. And this is a City fan saying Declan Rice doing a shift celebration while 14 points of Liverpool is exactly why Rodri said Arsenal have no mentality. Can't even celebrate a goal at Old Trafford anymore. Yes, in an ideal world, maybe Declan Rice runs back to the puck. I mean, come on now. I mean, what even is the point now? They were giving him stick all game. He gives it back. This is Arsenal versus Manchester United. It doesn't matter. the context of the season, you want to celebrate no matter what. You want to. And I'm happy for Declan, because ultimately for me, he's one of our best players at the minute. One of the only players who is turning up, really, showing the mentality, showing the fight, playing like a captain, I would say. Really is playing like a captain, wants to take responsibility, whether that's creative, defensively. Saw his tackle to win the ball off of Højlund. That's what I want to be seeing. You saw the strike he had there to score. That's what I want to be seeing. Without him, we lose that game quite comfortably. 3-4-0. Him and Raya, that game ends 3-4-0. It is the reality of it. And, well, whilst we're on this topic, you know, Declan Rice is, again, coming out in these press conferences saying it's not over yet. Mentality, captain sort of role here being played by him. And I like it. I really, really do like it. And I know a lot of you guys are probably dejected, and you can tell maybe the tone of this video is quite dejected because of the situation we find ourselves in, whether it is from the past, whether it's just the game against United. But having Declan Rice come out and be positive regardless, and show he means it on the pitch week in, week out, is just absolutely what I want to be seeing. But anyway, let us look in context of the game. Nwaneri subbed off. I think it should have been Trossard to come off. He was abysmal. If I'm going to be straight up honest with you, I think Nwaneri would have grown into that game. I think Declan Rice, obviously, man of the match for me, absolutely unreal. He was given the man of the match. Calafiori struggled. I think his channel defending is quite poor. He's still young though. He's only 23. He's younger than Bukayo Saka, so plenty of room for him to grow. Gabriel and Saliba did the best they could to contain. Timber was really good, as he has been. Always putting 7 out of 10 minimums. David Raya, at half-time, there was Arsenal fans putting him on the transfer list. It just shows the state we are in as a fan base. You know, we're transfer listing David Raya because he didn't save that free kick. Then in that second half, he comes out and performs in the way he does. Fantastic saves, keeping us in that game. That 1v1 save against Mazraoui was a joke. An absolute joke. The save from Bruno Fernandes, unreal again. I mean, come on. The save against Xerxes, again, top. Ultimately, that game should have probably been a defeat on the balance of that second half. But Raya pulled rabbits out of the hat, made top saves. And we're in a situation now where, against Manchester United, pride on the line, we can come away with something. Anyway, let us look at the context of the Premier League table. 70 points for Liverpool, 55 for us. Win our game in hand, we get 58. The gap becomes 12, which means Liverpool only need 5 more wins to win the Premier League title. And that is considering Arsenal don't drop any more points this season, and I just cannot see that happening. So I would say Liverpool would wrap up the title within 3 to 4 games time max, really. And it's disappointing, really. I was really confident for this season. Champions League still to go, though, to be honest. That is a big thing for us. Again, with the injuries, I think it's going to be difficult against either the Madrid sides. But what is the point if you can't believe? Let us keep believing. Even in the Premier League, let's still have a bit of belief. You know, 99% faith, 1% chance. You never know in football. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the game, the things I've sort of discussed in this video. But until next time, peace.